Do you remember Wingdings? That weird font that was oddly popular in the 90s? Have you ever wondered why a font like that would even exist?
Well, as it turns out, it's possible to build a font family made of images and icons rather than letters. Now, icon fonts provide a fantastic option for the little images and icons that often decorate websites.
There's an icon font I like called Social. This font is free and open source, so I could download it and serve it from my site. However, the font is publicly available from the font site itself, so I'll use that instead. Let's see it in action. Notice that I've added some shadow to the font icons. This file looks a bit complex, so bear with me. Here's what's going on. The icon font characters are added using the CSS before selector. I've added some formatting to that as well, including CSS text shadow. Now that rule is applied to every element whose class name begins with social. And you can see that each of the list items has a class with a name made up of social and a brand name. Now, at the top, you'll see an @import rule that points to an external CSS file. Let's look at that now. The @fontface rule at the top of this gives the source of the actual font files, and there's some variations available there. And what you see below that are selectors based on the class names like the ones we've used: Social Flickr, Social Laughed at Him, and so on. For example, set the class Social Flickr on an element, and the character F will be displayed before it, which in the Social font is the Flickr logo. Clever, huh? Icon fonts have a number of advantages over plain old images. They're vector graphics that can be infinitely scaled, and an entire set of images can be downloaded in one font. And this makes them a great potential solution for responsive designs where you require minimum downloads and maximum scalability. Now, if you look at the resources required for the We Love Icon Fonts site, you can see that the total weight for the hundreds of images from all the fonts on the page is less than 300K. Icon fonts have a number of advantages over plain old images. They're vector graphics that can be infinitely scaled, and an entire set of images can be downloaded in one font. This makes them a great potential solution for responsive designs where you require minimum downloads and maximum scalability. The example here shows lots of different options for icon fonts. And of course, the characters in icon fonts behave just like letters in other fonts, so you can resize and color them and use other CSS effects just like you would with text. There are lots of tools for creating icon fonts and lots of pre-built icon fonts. Check out the links below the video. There's also a link to information about improving accessibility by using ARIA attributes.